Hello, good morning, everyone. Is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, it is.
Great. Friends, I request you to all kindly help us in our chat window if the voice is audible. Great. So we're just waiting for 2 more minutes for others to join, and we're going to start our session. Okay, so stay tuned, please. Okay, everyone. So we're going to start our session. So let me first share my screen. Okay, so please confirm, is my screen visible to all of you? Everyone, please help me with the confirmation. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, great. So guys, first of all, welcome you all in this Angular session, okay, where we'll be using a lot of activities throughout the number of weeks. Let me quickly brief you about myself. My name is Amarjeet, and I'm carrying around total 15 years of experience. And in this 15 years, I've delivered my sessions to around close to around 400 or plus batches and 200 plus clients across the globe. And we have delivered many sessions earlier to NSCIT. So it's great to see you guys in this Angular session. So let's start further and let's see how we are utilizing our development to the next level. Okay. So first of all, in this session, okay, we need some softwares to be get ready. So the first software we are expecting is Node.js, and second software we are looking forward for VS Code. So please quickly help me with the confirmation whether we have both the softwares installed. Everyone, I request you to all see, we have to make this session more interactive. And in case of making this session interactive, I seriously need your, you know, attention, okay? So that we remain interactive with each other. So please help me with the confirmation whether we have these two softwares installed. Okay, great. So first few things I would like to tell you about the current learning of Angular. Okay, we'll be working with an Angular. Okay, and the current version of Angular, which is right now available, is called 12. So there were some earlier versions that are also available. So Angular started from the one, and current is in position of 12. So in between, there were so many versions came in. Okay, which is called 2, 3, sorry, 2, 4, 5, 6. So many versions came in an Angular, and every time the reason was to improve the overall user experience and the developer so that they can make the complete Angular more practical in use. Okay, so Angular is very popular framework. What type of framework it is available? Everyone, MVC, which typically is known as called what? Model, view, and controller. However, this Angular will take your MVC experience to the next level by saying MVVM. That stands for model, view, view, model. So that's how it's initiated. Model view, view model. Okay, everyone. So this is how our application was designed for. Now, when we talk about called Angular, so we need to understand the core language, what Angular always starts with, that is known as called TypeScript. Clear? So TypeScript is a core language which Angular uses it internally because earlier version of Angular was used, that was a JavaScript as a core language. But later on, this TypeScript came, and TypeScript is now offering you the experience of object-oriented JavaScript. Okay, that's going to give you the experience of what object-oriented JavaScript and the code just like or just looks like in what you're either using C++ or what Java. So the idea is very simple that TypeScript is taking the complete JavaScript development to the close the one which is like in C++ and Java. So earlier, the people, those who were feeling there is a lack of feature, like in, you know, a loosely type, we talk about it is more into dynamic in nature, dynamic type, it is available, and TypeScript, sorry, the JavaScript having the issues of browser incompatibility issues and all, and it is not a pure object oriented. So many challenges people were having it. Now, TypeScript is basically helping you to give you as an alternative. Okay. So like that, you can make your development even more easier. Okay, everyone. So we will be first looking at the TypeScript now. What is there in a TypeScript? And then we will start working with what? With your Angular. So that we will get the clarity of how TypeScript helps Angular to grow further. Everyone, all okay? Yes, everyone, all okay? So what I'll be doing now in a first step, we would like to go ahead with this Node.js. So here in my documents, in my projects, I'm going to create a new folder and give the name called NSEIT. And here I'm going to create another folder here, name called, or else I can give the name called TS demos. And I would like to start working with my VS Code editor. Now you can see we have a call TS, TS demos are available with us. And I'll start with my terminal. I open my new terminal, and here I'll be having the Node.js installed. So I have to basically check few things. I just open. So we have this, sorry, typescriptlang.org. Okay, that is an official website. And this typescriptlang.org is an official website. It is developed by Microsoft. And here you'll be seeing multiple options are there through which this npm gonna install for you. You can just copy this and download it here. Okay, so you will be using this command called npm space typescript, npm install typescript, and then you can run this statement. So okay, so TypeScript will be installed. Okay, and that's it. I request you to all, please install this TypeScript and let me know by typing done in the chat window, please. And go to the, make sure that you also have the same folder structure. Yes, everyone, let me know once your installation is over so that we can go ahead. Do not forget to type done in the chat window, please. So Bernally, what you can do, you can basically use a typical Node.js command prompt. You can open the Node.js command prompt and from there you can try. Friends, please help me with your answer if you're all done. You can ignore that error, Yogesh, okay, because that is just a warning, but it is actually installed in your system. Okay, so now we would like to go ahead and talk about our development in TypeScript. Okay, so in my TypeScript, I'm going to start. See, the first feature which is very, very important in TypeScript, that is called, it is having the template string feature. Which feature we're talking about? Template string. So what template string does, it is giving you the option of overall using some alternative compared to what we use concatenation for the plus keyword. Let me help you with very simple examples. Here we're talking about, you can see we're using this TS here. And in this TS, let me go back and say function. Okay, you can say greet, and here we can just use any, see, the advantage what now you get it in TypeScript, you can pass any default name as a parameter, or any function can take a default parameter. So I'm just going to give the name called admin. Okay, and here we're just saying console.log, and we are just using this statement like in hello. Okay, plus name. Very simple. Okay, let me use it in a single quotes, hello plus name. And also we can use console.log. Okay, so there's another option which is available. Other than using plus keyword, you can also use one alternative, which is the help of backtick. If you use a backtick here, so you really don't need to use any plus keyword. You can directly use hello and just use the option like in what name. So you just imagine this was the earlier version and this is a new version. Okay, and once it is done, you can just call this function using either the parameter, okay, or without parameter. That's it. Okay, and you can just say the option which we are talking about call. You see, like we have a call mp npx space tsc. Okay, so you can use this option call. It is taking this option by knowing about which file do we have used it now. So alternative option what we can use tsc, okay, space the file name which is known as called what .ts. You can see now here I have got a new file name called what, everybody, string temp.js. If you can watch it carefully, what we have, string temp.js. So this file is basically going to give you what, the JavaScript version, which you can use it in a browser also. And now you can just use node space what dot. You can see now output is being used. Okay, everyone. So it is a very simple example, the one which we are using it for our regular development. Everyone, are you all clear? So this is the advantage which you're going to get it now. because we are calling it like that. Okay, because we are calling it like that. So accordingly, you can try to comment it and utilize this. That's why. Okay. Now, in a similar line, we can offer you one more example here, which is even more convenient to understand and to use. Okay. Like here, what I will be doing now, I can go back and create one more file in a same string demo, which is more even convenient. Just take a look, everybody. Here, I'm just sorry. What I can do, I can first comment this. Okay. Instead, I will offer you even more better example. I'm defining var person equal to, okay, and we are saying name equal to admin. Oh, sorry, name colon admin. Name colon admin. It's just a name, and also we are providing one more property called age colon 20. Very much Sanket, because your TypeScript cannot be understood by the browser. So you have to convert into the JavaScript. That's why. Okay. So we have a call person, which is an object for me having two properties like in what name and age. And also we are creating one more. Let me copy this and give the name call. Hmm, okay. And age, we really don't know. After this, when we would like to call, we have to use what everybody function and say, and here we are passing person equal to dummy. Say console.log, watch it. I'm using the backtick. Hello. And after that, we are using dollar person dot name. Okay. And we can also use okay, your age is, we can provide person dot age. Okay. Like this, we are providing it. And after this, if you try to call by saying what welcome app, okay, without passing any parameter. So if I just do this, that means there's no parameter is passed. So by default, it will be taking which object? Come on, dummy. So let's see the same one. And you can see this converted JavaScript seems to be pretty big. Okay. And here we would like to use this statement like a node space. I hope you guys clear now. Let me try to use this. Okay, everybody, are you clear now? It is saying what? Hello, anonymous. Fine. And if I basically pass any parameter like in what a person object here, see what happens. Hope you guys understood now. Yes, everybody, are you all clear? Friends, please help me with your confirmation if you all are clear about what we did it. Because I'm just keeping my examples as simple as possible so that everybody will get the idea of what we're really talking about. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just trying to put this particular code right inside your code share. Okay, so I want you to kindly try the same code in your system and let me know by typing done. See the link I've shared and the code is being given here. Kindly try and let me know by typing done so that we can go ahead. Friends, help me with the confirmation so that we can go ahead. Only one person have responded. I request you please all help me. Okay, great. So Yogesh, make sure that your TypeScript is installed in your system. If it is installed, then TSC will be working for you. Make sure that your TypeScript is installed properly because the TSC means TypeScript compiler that comes from that location only. Okay. So just the way we have done this Here, the next type of command which is available to us in Node, and that is known as called working with the const. What we saying? Working with what? A const. Const in const in TypeScript, it's to be treated as a like a constant, like you have a final in a Java keyword. Okay, so here in a same string temp.js or ts, if I can start again, everybody, I've already shared the code with all of you. Hope you all got it. Okay, so here we would like to start working with the another type of logic. Now I'm removing it whatever I have. So I just want to define a one constant in TypeScript. So friends, if you define any constant in a TypeScript, we have a very simple option available name called what? Everyone. Const port equal to 3000. We are saying const port equal to what? 3000. And then we are using this option like in what? Port. And after that, if you try to use this statement like in what? I hope you guys clear now about this statement. Everyone, are you clear? Because it is clearly telling me this error. Since this cannot assign, because the port is what? Everybody. Posted port is what? It is a constant. But yes, one thing will work here. And what's that? It is allowed because it is not changing the core value, but it is having the another new value to be assigned. That is called what? A const keyword. Hope everyone is clear. Everyone, please confirm. Are you all clear? Friends, your interaction would be really helpful. So please help me with your confirmation whether you are clear. Okay. So if you all are clear, then what I'll be doing now, I will be also offering you one more keyword which is available that is called let, which is alternative to the const, but it is giving you some another benefits. Okay. Now, since we know it very well what it is happening, so I would like to go back and create one simple variable called, okay, is saying if true, we want to say, okay, and we want to use this option called, now my question is like, what would be the value of this log? Please help me with your answers in the chat. Everybody, please confirm me what your answers in the chat. Okay, so we know it very well what is going on. Along with this, see, the values will be 4, 5, 6, not 1, 2, 3. You know why, everybody? You know why? Because var keyword is a global variable. Var keyword is what is a global variable. That means it is being, it can be changed by what? Come on, a block of scope also. So if you change the value of my data 456, so it doesn't mean that if the if block is getting closed, my data value will not be visible. No, this my data value, it is actually being overridden by this particular block, which replacing this previous value, and we are talking about what my data like this. That's the challenge right now because it does not create a new variable scope. That's a challenge. Clear? And sometimes if you want to make it as a block level scope means what? The value cannot be accessible outside. You want to access this value within inside and should not be accessed outside. In this keyword, we will be using let. Let means it is a block level scope. Everybody, what I said? Let is a what? It is helping you to achieve what? Block level scope. So what does that meaning is? If in case, if I change this value to what? Everyone, let. Now I want you to kindly check and let me know what value is being displayed. I'm waiting for all of you. Now tell me what will be the value of this and what will be the value of this. Guys, are you clear now? Yes, very much because this will be visible what? Only for this variable and this will be visible for this because this my data won't be using this internal value because let will be making it as a block level scope. And it is heavily and highly useful. Getting it everyone? This is heavily and highly useful. That's what my recommendation is. Okay. So where the other place the let keyword can be used, let's try to understand. Let me take a very simple example. Okay. Then okay. And we are saying Now tell me what the value you are expecting while running the code. Try to execute this code into your local environment and let me know what you're expecting. I'm waiting for all of you. Yes, please confirm everybody. Is it ready and working fine for all? Please help me with your answer, what you're able to see. Okay, so what you're expecting right now here? So here what you're getting the value. In line number 7, what will be the value for the line number 7? Absolutely. Because of what? Because of the let keyword. Okay. Now I'm going to give you one example which you need to try by your own and tell me about what would be the answer of this particular code. Okay. I'm sharing this particular code with you.
Alien discussion.
Okay, everybody. So I've shared the code with all of you in a code share. Kindly try to run the code and let me know what answer you're expecting and then try to understand it very well. Try to execute the code, the one which I've shared, and check what is the outcome you're expecting. Friends, I request you kindly help me with the confirmation what you're able to see. Okay, that's nice. So that you people are responding in the values whatever is been given. So everybody, that was a quick intro about what we have discussed about in TypeScript. So TypeScript benefits we will be also understanding while working with Angular also. So let's go ahead and try to perform some of the installation process of our Angular, okay, which can help us to know which version of Angular we really need to implement now. Okay, everyone. So let's go ahead. Step number one, we need to install the Angular CLI. So here we say Angular CLI npm. So I can see here. So step number one, you have to open your project, not project, I would say, open your C drive or D drive, whichever environment you have it now. So if you're in C drive, okay, or else in your D drive, please go back and create a new folder inside your C drive or D drive and give the name called Angular Training. Please give the name called Angular Training. Did you? Yeah. And within this, after creating this Angular Training folder, I request you to kindly install. This is a command which you need to run it. npm space I @ angular/cli @10.2.3 space -g. I'm copying this command inside the chat window. Kindly install it and let me know. And in case anything it is asked, just press enter, because while installing this command, it may ask you a few questions. Just press enter, do nothing. Just press enter, do nothing, and continue. And type done when this first command is ready for all of you. Yes, everybody. If it is done, then please do let me know. Okay. So what we'll be doing in our next step is, everyone, here in our TS demos, in our NSEIT, I'm going to create another folder here. In fact, inside this, we'll be creating a new project inside the NSEIT. So here, okay. So to do this, I'll be using ng space new, okay, and give the name of my project that's called MyPro. Remember this command, ng space new space MyPro. Now the first question it will ask you, would you like to add Angular routing? Okay, so just hit enter without anything. It will ask you about which style sheet you will be asking or using it. Once again, by default option is CSS. Just hit enter. Don't check or uncheck anything. Just hit enter. And now the dependencies are getting installed. It will take a while. Let me know once you are ready. You can ignore this command Sanket because you see my project is now ready. And the next command what we have to do is unrecognized token. I think it's working fine for everybody, Saket. Could you please try this out again? The command which I've given to you. And now I'll be using this command called cd space mypro. Yes, Saket. Could you please share your screen, Saket, so that I can help you out? Saket, could you please share your screen? Okay. Do you have a command prompt with you? Open the command prompt, please. Saket, I think you've only shared your VS Code editor. Because of that, I'm unable to see your node terminal. Just stop your screen and share the complete screen. Yeah, this one only. Node.js command prompt. Yeah. So now kindly go ahead into the new folder, the one which you've created. Yeah. Now you type this command, npm space I. Just type it manually. Just type it manually. npm space I. Same command. @Angular. No, no, wait. It is not @CLI. It is just CLI. @10.2.3 space -G. So it started now. Hope Saket, you are clear now. Okay. So you can stop the screen now so that we can go ahead. Okay, everyone. So once it is done, then we'll be using CD Pro and say ng. So let's say what is already used. Okay, so what I'll be using it, but for you it would not be having any issue because it is saying like photo doubles are already in use. So I can just say so this is the way if we want to change the port number. Otherwise, by default, it will be using 4200. But I don't say that you really need this because for me the port is already used because of some reason I'm using this statement. Okay, see my application started and let me try to say and you should see like here this is now ready with us. Okay, so localhost you will be using 4200. Okay, so this is the command I've used it. So please help me with the confirmation which you are also able to see the same browser outcome in your system. I'm waiting for all of you. Friends, please confirm if you all are done. Guys, I'm waiting for all of you. Please help me with the confirmation. In case if you have an issue, do let me know. I can sort it out. But this installation is very important. So do inform me if you are ready. Yeah, Bernally, Henny, Hem, Kalyapan, Manmohan, Nazreen, Neeraj, Russell, Sandeep. Could you please help us with your updates if the code is working fine for all of you? Yogesh, Ramchandran, I'm waiting for all of you. Please help me if it is working fine. Okay, everybody. So if you're all done, then I just would like to open the folder. So you can see this My Pro is there with me. Okay. So here, if you just see, this is a project structure which you are able to see inside your current VS Code editor. Everybody, are you? Everybody, are you? Yes, everyone. Are you able to see this now? Okay. So if I just explain this project to all of you, so you will be realizing it. Inside this, we have one file called package.json where I have got this, all the necessary dependencies are in place. Everyone, are you able to see? Here guys, all the dependencies in place under the package.json. Okay. And all the dependencies, whichever is there in package.json, actually get installed under the node modules folder. So you have this node modules folder under which all the dependencies are in place. Okay. So this is the node modules where the all dependencies are there. And you can see the one common dependency called @Angular. So this dependency we will be using frequently in your development time. Okay, using node modules. And you see here, we also have this SRC folder where I have got component with me that is called app.component.css, app.component.html, app.component.ts, and app.component.spec.ts. Okay, so what actually happens in Angular, we always use the term name called Angular is component centric architecture. So component centric architecture. So that means, what do you mean by component? Ideally, component is known as called what? View. So whenever you see the component into your application, you always consider we're talking about what? Everybody. We are actually talking about what? View. Okay. So what exactly the component really contains? Now let me try to brief you with my explanation here in okay. Just understand this example, please. Everyone, just understand this example, please. The one which I'm talking about right now. Just understand the Angular architecture carefully so that everybody will get to know what we're talking about. Guys, see this. This is called your Angular component. What is this? Everybody, it is called what? Angular component. Are you able to see my screen right now? Everybody? Yeah, this is an Angular component. And in this Angular component, you see there are multiple areas are there. This is called template. Everybody, this is called template. This is called TS and this is called CSS. Again, this is a template. The template is the one where you'll be having the presentation part, so-called HTML related part. So all HTML related stuff goes under the template. But Ashish, Sandeep, Yogesh, tell me, typically in template or HTML, what you display? Yeah, Ashish, Sandeep, Yogesh, according to you, what you think, what you display in template? May I know? You actually display the data. Again, yeah, absolutely. You actually display what? A data actually. Because in template, if you're defining the table TRTD, so what you get in, you actually get the data. And data actually comes from which file? Everybody. TS. Are you able to understand now? So what is a TS actually? The TS is basically the class that is a TypeScript class which is responsible to contain, okay, all the necessary methods and the data. And this method and data will be offered to the template, which template will be able to display. So template is a static portion, but you actually bring what? The dynamic behavior from the TS by offering the data and the methods. Okay, everyone. Okay. So what is a CSS? CSS, as you know, it is containing all the necessary stylings, which I will be making it available to the TS. And from this TS, I will be making it available to what? To the template. So actually component contains three portions: template, TS, and what? CSS. So TS actually offers the data to the template, but behind the scene, the data is actually taken from where? From the database. Akansha, are you able to see this now? The data is actually taken from where? Everybody. The actually data is taken from where? From the database. And from this database, you take the data or represent the data through the REST API, which may be written using what? Java, .NET, or PHP. So you may be having some backend API which is written using either of the language, clear? And this particular API will be available to the TS through the service. So my dear friend, what is a service? Service is actually a reusable component or reusable class which is responsible to connect your Angular component to the outside of this world. So if front end want to communicate with the backend, so REST APIs will be offering you what? All the REST URLs. So these REST URLs would not be accessed to directly to the TS, but it will be available to the TS through this mediator that is called service, which is a part of Angular only. So this TS will be using this service, and this service will be helping you to communicate with what? With your REST APIs, which further can take the data to where? Or from the database. And the same service may be offering what? The common window to communicate these two components to. So friends, quick confirmation in the chat whether you are clear with this architecture or not. Friends, can I have a quick confirmation, please? Okay, great. So this is what we would like to understand within my application. So if I just go back and see this Angular, so we have got CSS, HTML, TS, and spec. Spec is really not used. It is just a what to say, the unit testing file which is automatically getting created. I will delete it for a time being. I will delete it. Okay. So app component.ts, if you see guys, it is a typical TypeScript class. Everyone, it is what? A typical TypeScript class, okay, which contain one property called title, and above this particular component, okay, which is an annotation. Download this dependency from Angular core, okay, and giving the name called selector. See, selector is a unique name which will distinguish each and every component from each other. That is a unique name that cannot be same. Two components cannot have the same selector names. Angular will make sure that they have a unique names available. Okay, this is your template URL. Okay, and this is your style URL. Template URL in the sense like where is your HTML page, and URL means style URL means where your CSS page is. So this contains a property called title, and this is a component.html file. I will be opening it up. So this contains a lot of what? CSS code inside this, or HTML code, which looks pretty complicated. I will select all, remove it everything. Okay, I will select it all, remove it everything, and what I will be doing, this particular property called TS, which is having only one property called title. I can give any name. I can just say, rather than title, I can say welcome message. This I will be putting it here under my H3 tag. So if you want to get any data from the TS and I want to display here, you'll always put it in a double curly braces, and that is known as called binding expression. What it is known as called binding expression. So that means you are bringing the data from where? Everybody from TS and displaying it right over here. Once it is done, your job is over. You will see in your browser the new message called welcome to Angular is automatically displayed. Can you guys please do that and let me know? Do not forget to type done once you're ready. Okay, great. So I could see many of you have responded back like it is working fine. So that's nice. So this value we have taken it up. And one more thing I would like to say, this particular HTML file or component file, whichever we have it here. Okay. So inside you see like we have a got TS file with us. Everybody, what we have got, everybody, this particular TS file which is available to us containing this app component, app root, and whatever the code we have it right now here. And this, I have got this welcome message with me. Okay. This particular app root is the one which is actually available in index.html file. You see now here, app root. Okay. And this app component.ts, this selector names must be same. Okay, everyone. So at any point of time, if these names are not matching, suppose if I remove the one O from here, okay. So in my browser, you see like it goes blank. And reason, if I want to search what is the reason why it is going blank, I go to the inspect and I go to the console and I'll be able to see this message. Can you see this message here right now? Everybody, please check by saying yes if you are. Yeah. So your ultimate browsers are capable enough. Everybody, your browsers are ultimately capable enough to understand like, hey, I understand where you're going wrong. Okay, so that you can immediately go back and try to fix the issue. Okay, but how this index.html file will get to know about this selector name or about this component name? It is happening because of Angular has got one more file name called app.module.ts. So friend, this is the file which is holding the all the components and the module related details globally for your Angular based application. Here you see we have got app component ready with me and we have kept it under my declaration array. And declaration array is very, very important, friends. Declaration array is an array. Everybody, again I'm repeating. Declaration array is an array, okay, which is responsible to hold all the components which wants to talk to each other. So in case if you have components, if you think that they want to communicate with each other, you always use what? Everybody, declarations tag. Okay, so under the declarations tag, you'll be getting all the components are in place. So you put it under the bootstrap. So putting the component under the bootstrap, that means you want to make the component available to the index.html file. So this is where you want the components to talk to each other. That's why you're putting it under where? Under the declarations tag. And you put the component into the bootstrap, okay, to make sure that it is there added under the index.html file. Okay, I want you to kindly remove this app component from the bootstrap and see in your console error which message you see. Again, you remove this app component from the bootstrap and see which message you see in a console log. Please check and let me know. Yes, everybody, are you able to see the message? Yeah, brother Ali, absolutely. So the message it is telling you like, hey, the component is bootstrap and it is not been found in an index.html file. And you try to bring it back and see the outcome is visible to all of you. Could you please bring it back? Everybody done? So that's how exactly you realize, okay, why the bootstrap is an important. So keeping the components under the declaration, that means it is accessible to other components. Keeping the component under the bootstrap, that means this component will be bootstrapped for the index.html page. Okay, everyone? Yes, everybody. Are you all clear? Okay. So guys, tell me overall, whatever the declarations, whatever the discussions were in place regarding to the Angular and the TypeScript, step by step we moved in and we made you realize about how the Angular can be developed and why the TypeScript is an important architecture we discussed about, and we understand about the basic example. Okay, everyone? Everybody, are you all clear? So can I have a quick confirmation? Friends, everything, whatever we have covered today, everybody, whatever we have covered today, whatever we have discussed, okay, are you all comfortable and clear? Yes, everybody. The pace, the flow, the explanation, because friends, we're trying to eliminate the PPTs from the session and going to give you the more practical experience for these topics so that everyone get comfortable with the topic rather than just getting involved on theory and theory. So friends, whatever has been covered today, are you all comfortable and clear? Can we have a quick confirmation in the chat, please? Everyone? Okay, great. So guys, finally that's it. We have it done for today. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed the session. So we'll be seeing you back tomorrow at the same time to take this development ahead and talk more about Angular in detail, because my ultimate goal is that you all are comfortable when you're learning another new topic. Okay, so friends, that's it what we have it for today. So thank you very much for joining. We'll be seeing you back tomorrow at the same time to take this journey ahead. Okay, thank you and enjoy your day. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, Neeraj. So tomorrow before starting the session, I'll be sharing the topics with all of you. Okay. Thank you and enjoy your evening. Enjoy your day.